Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be my episode recap of The Real Housewives of New Jersey. Don't try this at home. Season 14, episode 12. Child, this was good. So I'm gonna get right into it. So the episode opens up and Danielle is with her kids. And the kids are boner. Hilarious. And Danielle said, you don't have a piscadillo, so you can't be saying that, little girl. And I was like, ooh, if that ain't my kids. She said, remember, you can only say that word in this house. Yeah, because like certain words, because, I don't have a problem with cussing. Children don't even know what cussing is, and unless you, and it's not always the parents who they hear cussing from. I cuss. I'm not above it. I'm just saying, it's words that children hear that they may use by accident, or may not even know, like I said, that they're bad words until somebody, oh, she said a bad word, and the kid like, what I say? And then some parents go ahead and whoop their children for things like that. But child, that's them. But anyway, let's move right along because I thought about words and how they're said. Joe is having a guys' night, and when I tell you that if they revamp this show and get rid of Joe Gorga, what are they gonna do for husbands? Because this crew, unless they're gonna give them their own show, because this crew of husbands on this show, minus Louis, they are fun. And he was talking about how Dolores' boyfriend Paulie is kind of apprehensive about coming. See, since Dolores is playing Switzerland, so is Paulie. So I go to one thing for Joe, and I go to another thing for Dolores. But the women actually are the ones who messed up this show, especially TERESA. And Bill claimed that he had a surgery. Okay. And night, Bill. Is that what you were telling Jennifer Aiden when you were cheating on her? In the next room? Cheating in the next room. Making plans to be with him soon. Now, in the next scene, we have Rachel FUDA and her little children. Oh, the little baby is learning to talk again. It's so cute. And she stood up on her own, and she was elated when she stood up. So we're at Jennifer Aiden's house, and I'm looking at Bill. Bill is miserable. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen a man in as much misery as this man is. Oh, by the way, I did see Jennifer and the rest of the girls do like interviews, and they would ask them what about the reboot. And TERESA was like, well, what you say? What's going to happen? I'm not really worried about it because, it's just to wrap up at this point. Yeah, you ruined the show, sausage lips. You and your red lobster husband. So she has a grown one. And the grown one is about to go do a skin regimen. And then Bill was like, get done the skin regimen already. And the sister says, Gabriella. I didn't know she had Gabriella too. And she says, well, she had a pimple the size of a Mount Fuji on her chin. They were shocked that she said it, but that was not nice. Gabriella, number 2. So Jen is talking to Bill about the retreat, and he says that Dolores is still trying to garner some peace, but she said that if Danielle didn't say anything to her, she wasn't going to say anything to Danielle. And Dr. A, who has a surgery, a plastic surgery at night, said that he did brush Joe off. But like I said, I could tell he's miserable because he misses Joe. They were friends. They were friends. And just recently I saw something that said, I think that was dealing with Letitia and her mother and what happened with her and Melody. And someone was saying that Letitia could still be friends with Melody even if her mother had intervened or was so angry or pulled all those stunts that she had pulled with Melody. It does cause friction. A lot of people like, you can't, with these wives bickering, you can't have it both ways if you're going to be on your spouse's side. And that's how it's supposed to be. But Bill is not feeling it because Louis ain't his type of hype. And you're about to see that in a minute. He's like, well, do I want to go over here with the fun crew? Or do I want to hang with Louis boy? Well, Jennifer's friends with Teresa, and she's the one that's on the show as the star. So I guess I have to do what she does. Child, and like I said, and what has that caused him? Plain old misery. So Dolores is, talking to Fess with the mess about the trip. And she's like, well, Fess says, I'm going to keep my expectations low. And then Dolores like, this is my last ditch effort. I'm not going to keep on trying to get these girls together. So so she's bringing the mess, like Fess does, to Margaret. And she tells her that Teresa is having a party of some sort or a get together to let her know about what was really going on with Margaret and Louis' ex. Now here's my take on that. Red Lobster, come on over, come on in. Let me talk to you for just a minute. I do not believe for one hot blurbing second that you didn't harass this woman. They do not allow you to have restraining orders if you didn't do something. And you appear to me to be the type that is like you're doing with Teresa. You love bomb them, and then when things go wrong, you become possessed. That's my opinion, and we're going to see. We may not see on this show because Teresa is probably about to get the X. But anyway, Mark says, "Do I look like I'm worried?" That's the same lawyer that she that was a lawyer when she went to. Margaret was eating this episode, trust me. And then she said, "My lawyer's in Madison County, and her lawyer is next to a bodega or something." She said like that. I mean, she was dragging the lawyer. So she wasn't where Madison Avenue versus wherever that lawyer is. Did she say a mental institute? Something like that. Anyway, move right along. I'm not gonna rewind to find out what she said, but it was somewhere unsavory. Now, Mary called Dolores and she's like, why would anybody want to throw a dinner party just to talk about me and Fess? Like, it's not a dinner party. That's even worse. No food. How disrespectful. Right. So, finally, Fess, with Miss, decides to side with her real friend, Margaret. And Teresa, oh, I'm so happy that she told her. I don't want anyone here destroying my love bomber. But anyway, the point is she gonna tell her Dad, I am just telling the facts. No. Your dad said trash rises to the top. Well, he must be talking about his son and you, dear. Because nobody on this show is trashier than thou. So Polly and Bill have allegiance to their wives and girlfriend, and they go to this garbage ass meeting with Teresa and her lawyer that's next to the packing district or wherever, some meat packing plant or something. And the sad thing about it is, I'm telling you, Bill, do you think he's miserable with Jen? You should have seen him with these guys giving their expressions of love while the guys over there at Joe Gorga's house are kicking back shots. Oh, I'm going to miss Joe if Melissa has to lead the show. Can't we just keep Joe? Can't we just get rid of everybody else and keep Joe? I mean, I know I ask this all the time. I'm just saying. Joe knows how to whoop it up. Shout out to Vicky Gumbs. But when I tell you that Laway is the person who has caused Teresa to possibly have lost her job and all the other stuff that he does on the show, he is a true menace. So what he does is he has this whole innocent act going on, all the while he is manipulating the situation. He has Teresa snowed, and she's headed down the wrong path. I have a strong feeling of that. We thought Joe Giudice was bad. This right here, this Louis Lobster. I'm trying to tell you, this is another young scammer. So we have Portia with a young scammer. We have Jennifer Williams over there on Basketball Wives with her 4th or 5th young scammer. And now we have Teresa. Teresa, at your big age. Girl, you can't see the forest for the trees. Now, Joey B is real smart, because what happens is at the poker game, they drinking out of bone marrow, and we suppose that poor FUDA is allergic to bone marrow. Now, I don't know anybody who's allergic to bone marrow. Never met anybody that's allergic to bone marrow, and I never eaten any bone marrow, but I did used to see my mother chew the the chicken bone down to the marrow. Oh, my mom was country. Do you hear me? Oh, this is not a funny thing. I'm thinking about my mom. But anyway, the point is Joey B, he realizes that he is having an anaphylactic shock. So it's time to call the ambulance. And Joey G, he's insisting that he's going to be fine trying to be the tough Italiano. No, this man needs to go to the hospital. And then FUDA himself trying to be the tough Italiano. Man, we Italian. What? Italian means that you don't go to the damn doctor? Child, man. Let my eyes swell up bigger than they normally are. Like FUDA. FUDA already has big eyes, and then they looking like Kermit Frog eyes on here. You mean to tell me nobody in that damn whole house know anaphylactic shock is? Nobody? Here come Melissa ass. Oh, what's going on? Oh, he's having an allergic reaction to something. Anaphylactic shock. What is that? The fuck? She was a teacher. So you mean to tell me she wouldn't have known what to do if that happened to one of her students? I'm gonna pop Melissa upside her damn head. And Joey G's nasty ass pulls out his piscadillo and starts pissing right in front of the man while he almost died. No, he didn't just ask them for Vicks. Say, all I need is a little Vicks. You know, Italians use Vicks, but black folks use Vicks too, honey. We use it for everything. Boy, my stomach used to be cramping. My mama pulled out the Vicks. I said, what the hell? Can I have some Motto? Vicks don't fix everything. Head hurt. Pull out the Vicks. Yeah, it's good for headaches too, she would say. I said, Mama, can I get an aspirin? No. Aspirin causes this thing called Rye syndrome. Just rub the Vicks on your head. Headache goes right away. Earache, pull out the Vicks. Mama, my ear hurt. Oh, girl, let me tell you what Vicks do. You just stick that down in your ear open up, and it'll clean out the wax too after you put a Q-tip in. Yeah, Vicks don't fix everything. I'm just saying. Italians and black folks. So they pop a couple Benadryl in his mouth. His throat was indeed closing because his oxygen levels were decreasing. And there is Dum Dum Melissa. Now, I don't ever call Melissa dumb. Tell me something. Would you like a bone marrow shot? That ain't fun. Anyway, back to the show. No, I didn't like that. That man was about to die. D-I-E. Die. But, so anyway, move right along. They offer him steak. Baby, they eat that steak. I ain't mad at them. Do you hear me? Not at all. Now, they might have had other calls that they needed to take while they sitting up there eating steak. But hey, who cares? They're Italiano. Offer the people steak. Everybody. Steak for everybody. So Frank calls party. And he's like, oh, how's things over there at the Lewis house and at the Lewis party? And he was like, oh, everything is going great. Oh, your Irish ass is lying. Now you know damn well they would rather have everybody at the Gorga house. But Louis is not welcome. Shout out to Louis Lobster. If you know, you know. It's this game down to the Silver Star Casino. It's called Larry Lobster. And boy, if you pick up that big lobster, you can win thousands of dollars. I'm just saying. You know, once he goes fishing, it's time to go fishing, I tell ya. So down to Paulie's apartment, we find out that the house is burned down. That is a omen. So a conversation with a friend of the show, grown as Gia, who's always been grown even before she was grown, and now that she's grown, Teresa still don't want anybody talking about her daughter. But anyway, I will talk about it. She killed the vibe of the show. She should have never been brought on this show. Period. Dot. Shout out to Ian. So James Leonard, the ambulance chasing lawyer, he comes by the house and he breaks the bad news. What happened? Oh, Margaret had been in touch with the ex-girlfriend. Okay, well now we found out that Teresa and Jennifer ain't been in touch with bloggers. Leaking secrets. Shout out to Love and Marriage Huntsville. These reality shows, right? I still enjoy them. Sorry, people who's lying, talking about you don't watch them when the views are up. On all of them that you say you don't watch. And Dolores, I just wanted to read someone now back because they arrive, you know, and listen to this jive ass lawyer. Shout out to Good Times. And oh, Jackie is so concerned. Oh, gosh. Poor Teresa. Teresa needs closure. But, you know, you don't know anything about Teresa getting on Watch What Happened Live and, you know, dragging your ass. But, hey, go on and stay up her butt. I never thought I would see the day where I said I couldn't stand Goldschneider. I can't stand her. So, in confessional, Goldschneider, who reminds us that she's an attorney, she's just, you know, Leonard he's just trying to protect Teresa's best interest. I mean, they going back and forth. You know, Louis and the ex-girlfriend, when we all know it's all Louis, right? We know. Because he mellows them on here. Look at how he does Joe Gorga. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is going to make your head spin. Louis is not allowed to speak to her. She's not allowed to speak to Louis. But guess where he gets all his information from? Margaret. Did that make anybody's head spin? I didn't see got his head spinning at that time. I'm just like, no one is surprised about this, but Margaret has always denied it, according to Dolores. So Dolores says, I'm going to find out the truth. Oh, well, so what? She denied it. Big deal. How is this woman hurting Louis when she has a restraining order against him? And boy, I tell you, Teresa is a regular super sleuth. Shout out to Scooby-Doo in the gang. Boy, she is Scooby-Doo in the gang. Mistress Saw. The videos that came out is between Margaret and the ex-girlfriend and their communications. Oh, what a revelation. She has done it now. So in confessional, we have right Danielle. And she says, didn't they hire Bo Diddle to get information on Margaret? So how is this any different? It's not, baby. You got it right. You hit the nail on the head. If any jaw-dropping information came out, it came from you in that confessional. So the floral arrangement arrives the moment we all been waiting for. Dear Teresa, sorry for your loss of dignity. Love. Woo, baby. She delivered an entire what you call those? Standing spray. That's what you call those. How did I forget that? How do I know that? All these planning these different funerals. I don't know how I forgot. No, I don't want it. I refuse it. Tell her to stuck it up her ass. Oh, Teresa, she got you. Boy, and Danielle in that doggone confessional gave me my entire life. Do you hear me? So Danielle asked, how are we going to all make it on this trip? And then Dolores saying, well, bad news, we're not. We're not? Well, the house burned down. Here comes dumbass Teresa. It's an on. It's an on, I tell you, it's an on. And then Danielle says, you mean on me? Ooh, baby. When I tell you that this lady ought to be happy her kids went to college. Because I can't imagine what she could have possibly taught them at home. It must have been left up to the nannies. I'm just saying. Because her head is about as empty as an eggshell. So they come up with this solution. Dum, dum, dum. And that solution is to go to a soundproof room and air out all their grievances. Well, they did that over there on Bell Collective. And they almost got to fighting again. So we all know what the Italians are going to do, don't we? It's going to get ugly. And that, my friends, is the end of this episode. My name is Reality with Diva D. Come on in. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell button so you can be notified when I upload a video. And as I do, when I close, I'm going to talk about deuces. Don't forget to share the videos because why? Sharing is indeed caring.